Hi, I'm walking along to St Giles Fair again, and this time I'm going to look at something in St Giles Church, which I'm close to. I'm on Blackwall Road where the dinosaur is, and I started just a little bit early so that I could say hello to the dinosaur, because I haven't filmed him much this year. So there are the blue dinosaur and the white dinosaur. I did, and look what's happened to me. Oh no, oh yes, it does say the whole lot. And there's the white dinosaur, repainted last July, and originally painted in 1970, apparently. And as is customary, we wave to the dinosaur and we say, "Hello, Mr. Dinosaur, I hope you have no asteroids today," in reference to the notion that an asteroid hitting the Earth caused massive climate change and wiped out the dinosaurs, which I think is a great shame, because the only Tyrannosaurus Rex I've ever seen is a squashy one sold by the University Museum, and I'd really like to know A, what real ones taste like, and B, how you get them in the oven. Anyway, here's the fair. And C, I suppose, do you have white wine or red wine with Tyrannosaurus Rex? So what I'm going to do now, it's about 2:30 in the afternoon, and the fair, I'd say, is even busier than it was when I came through this morning. But I'm not going to stop this time. I'm going to go to St Giles Church, where there's an exhibition.
Hold on, let's see your example. You know what the sign is down here?
And it's this, open just for one day until 4 o'clock, so I only have another hour and a bit. And I'm going to let the show speak for itself, but just here's a quick look inside St Giles. Look at the church. And as well as some rather lovely stained glass and other decor, you can surely see some of the models. That's the entrance. So let's have a look at them. Well, that's all rather lovely. The Fairground Heritage Trust, collecting, restoring and displaying historic fairground items for the nation. The Fairground Heritage Trust was founded in 1988, following the groundbreaking book Fairground Art by Richard Ward and Jeff Whedon, our founding trustees. In the late 1980s, large amounts of historical fairground artefacts were being sold overseas to wealthy foreign buyers, never to be seen again. The FHT was formed in an attempt to secure the finest examples of all disciplines of fairground art, rides and artefacts for the nation. It was highly successful, and through grant funding from the PRISM Fund, National Heritage Memorial Fund, the V&A, the Arts Council and others, a truly impressive collection was acquired, spanning all eras of the travelling fairground. A large proportion of the collection was obtained from the firm of R. Edwards and Sons of Swindon, the firm's decision to cease operation crossing over with the early days of the FHT. The dodgems and ark you can ride here today are both ex-R. Edwards and are adorned with fantastic artwork by Hall and Fowle, dodgems, and the father and son team of Albert and Sid Howell, ark, two of the finest painting teams in fairground history. In more recent years, the Trust has made further additions to its collection. This includes the finest surviving example of fairground artwork, the G. Heath and Sons Ben Hur front, on display between the Ark and Moon Rocket, painted in the post-war periods by master painter Edwin Hall and Shaw's Moon Rocket, an enormous superfast ride from the 1930s, which you can ride here today. Wow. So those must be the Dodgers. And I hope I can find somebody to show me the Moon Rocket. Oh, that's nice. I'm being very careful because I don't want to step back and bang my elbow into a toy Ferris wheel and break it, a model Ferris wheel.
What are the ducks for?
You put them in your bath. That's all they're for.
Oh, I see.
They have no purpose other than to be in your bath.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Always good things to have in your bath, though.
You've got a lovely enough collection already. You don't need ducks as well. It's brilliant.
Somebody said they already had some ducks in their bath, and I went, you can always add to them.
You can. Where's the moon rocket? If I
Moon
read
rocket,
the poster
yes.
correctly, it's actually here.
Yes, it's not 100. Yes, sorry, we nicked the poster from the museum that is in Tamworth.
Oh,
in
so it's not in
Staffordshire.
Oxford, right?
No, it's not actually
Ah.
here. No, it's in Tamworth. It's called Statfold Barn. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's called Statfold Barn.
Stackpole.
Barn, B-A-R-N.
That's the name of the town? Or
No, that's the name of the attraction. It's just outside of Tamworth in
Just outside
Staffordshire.
Tamworth,
Yeah.
right.
And it's actually quite accessible from public transport. It's just not too
Is it
far
there
expensive.
all year round
Yes, it is.
at a fairground museum?
Yes, it is as well. What it's basically, it's the centre is already a narrow gauge railway centre,
Right.
so it tends to be open at weekends and
Right.
school holidays,
Right.
and they open the fairground part of it on Saturdays and Sundays. So that's what they've been doing.
Oh, wonderful.
So, yeah, so it's most of it's up there.
So people-
Moon Rocket's there and open. The Ark, Dodgems.
So
all
the
of
Ark
those
is there at all?
No,
as
the
well?
Ark is there as well. Dodgems, the Ark, Moon Rocket. There's another set of gallopers there. They're all there and
Right.
open. And then we've got a skid and a speedway, which are down at Hollycombe, and they're waiting for some money to get them restored and get them back on the
Okay.
way. So,
Oh, thanks for...
No, it's very good.
What's...
this is the old.
Dingles.
This is an old Dingles T-shirt from
And
when we were
Dingles-
open down there. That's no more. It's
right.
gone.
And what is Dingles, or was Dingles?
Well, Dingles was our collection. So the Fairground Trust is the body that owns this collection.
Right.
And the collection was based in our own museum in Devon, but we had to fold it end of last year. We just couldn't carry
what a
on.
shame.
No.
No money.
Well, it's just like every time it's a sunny day and you're in Devon, you go to the beach or you go to the moors. You do not want to be in the museum.
Right.
So when we had a bad summer, we made a lot of money and it was fantastic. But like this year, when it's been very good weather, we would have gone bankrupt.
I can understand, yes.
You know, it's just that dichotomy of good
Understood.
weather, bad weather. You know,
Yes.
what do you do? So yeah, we had to close, and luckily we found partners like these people in Statfold in Tamworth. So we partnered with them, and they've got the fairground collection
And
there.
one would look up the Tamworth Narrow Gauge Centre.
Anything like that, Tamworth, Statfold, narrow gauge, it'll come up.
Right.
You know, Google is like that, as I'm sure you
Yes.
know. It
Yeah.
just, in fact, if you look for Fairground Museum, it'll come up. They've christened it. If I could just
Yes, of course.
show you that. In the magazine here, it's all branded like this. It's
Oh, I see.
with the sort of fairground collection,
Right.
and there's a bit of annotation there about saying what's happened. Yeah, these are some of the exhibits. So that's the Moon Rocket Open at Tamworth, and that's one of the other exhibits that's there.
Right.
So you can see it's all there. It's
Thank
all,
you. Thank you very much.
It's all happened. Hi. You all right?
I wanted to ask one more question.
certainly.
If somebody wanted to get into fairground
Yeah.
modelling as a complete beginner,
Yes.
can they buy kits, or
There
what
are
would they?
some kits around.
What would
Yes,
they do?
there are. There's. I'm not a world expert on this sort of type of thing, but you're right. Talk to some of the guys here with the models. They're more than happy to chat. The chap over there with the red shirt,
yes.
Paul Needham. He's very much knows all about these things. He often supplies parts to people, but you're absolutely right. There are kits in the smaller scales. You know, like the same size as your Hornby Railway.
Yes.
There are German companies that produce them and sell in the UK. For larger scales, less kits, but you can see them on eBay and things like that. So there's a scale which is sort of compatible with the Corgi models.
Yes.
So a lot of people collect transport trucks and they can have a ride with it, or the other way around.
Right.
You'd like to do some modelling. And have a
I
truck
imagine
with it.
they'd be brilliant for children.
Yeah.
Do children actually make them?
One of the things is, you'll notice, I mean, things like Connects and Lego. I mean, there's a chap here called Matthew over there has done a complete one out of Lego.
Right.
And so you're getting kids in doing that
Yes.
now, and the same with the other stuff, Connects.
Okay.
Meccano you don't see anymore.
Right.
But if you can get them in doing it with those sorts of
Yes.
system-built stuff, then maybe that starts them doing
Yeah.
their own and moving forward.
I used to have Meccano.
Exactly.
We had Meccano going right back to the Victorian era. It was wonderful.
But the trouble is, though, what do you do with it? Where is it stored, and all the rest of
I
it?
know,
So,
I know.
you know.
Thank you very much.
No, no problem at all. Okay,
Cheers.
thanks for the question.
Thanks.
Hi, sir. It's all right. Right, yeah, so back again. Yeah.
Yes,
Have a
no,
quick-
because my brother is from Bay.
Ah, right. I don't know why that hadn't registered.
No, that's all right.
That's hypnotic.
I've been quite honest, I don't seems to be a lot
That is very elegant, the way the cars follow the curve.
down every night. Obviously checking on how we're doing. That's it, it's a decent one.
Yeah, that looks like the heavens.
Yeah, it's seaside. Well, I had a ride on it.
They always close this path, this side of the church, during the fair. Oh, that's a nice pattern. I've spent a bit too much money recently, so I think I'd better abstain, which is a shame because I love marmalade. This is the Lego one that was mentioned. I do videos of Oxford, and I knew this was on. I didn't realise it was just for today at first.
No, you get
So,
some lovely footage of my stuff, thank you.
It's lovely stuff.
Thank you very much, thank you.
Are there kits or sets for children? Because it strikes me that Fairground model kits would make lovely toys.
Well,
Or does everyone have to
these
start
aren't,
from...
these are all custom built.
Right.
All custom built. Lego does, well, it has done stuff, but not stuff that would like pack away. But they have done the odd fair model. You can buy stuff, but it's very limited.
So most people build the parts from
Yeah,
scratch.
like getting hold of something for like sale
Yes.
would be, it's not impossible, but
Yeah, I understand.
you know what I mean? It's a little bit difficult kind of thing. So yeah, this is all.
So are these custom Lego parts especially for fairgrounds, or are they...
So you can get all these pieces and use them for anything.
Right.
I've just
Okay.
obviously happened to use them
Yes.
to, you know, as realistic as possible
Well,
kind of
it's
thing. you know?
very nicely done. I love that one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's taken a long time.
Thank you for
Very long
showing
time,
it to me. Thank you. Right, so there you are. You can always use Lego to build Fairground models. So there's these two.
So what? Here's what's on the train. Oh. Well, that didn't go down too well.
Sorry, man. Cheers.
I've got I think I've got one more person. I've got something. Kevin's going to have a look at.
Oh, wow. Now that's Meccano. People who don't know it. And Meccano is basically a system of metal strips and plates pierced with screw holes that enable you to put together almost anything. And that's Meccano too, and those are base plates, so you can see how one uses it. They did do, I don't know whether they still do, I don't know whether Meccano is still made, I can't remember what the chap said earlier. They did do Meccano electric kits, which allowed you to add electrical components. I'm not sure whether these are or whether they've been sort of forcibly put in, as it were, the little lights. And presumably there's a motor there somewhere. Oh, is Meccano still made, or do you have to use old? Oh, it's not yours. Oh, right, okay. Now, that's not something you're going to see very often. Light shining through a stained glass window and a Ferris wheel. I think I can say that without fear of contradiction. I'd not noticed the gallows before. That's a bit macabre. So.
No, see, I've got nothing in here either, because I got an index of these. I haven't found anything in there at all. He worked for Lang Williams, we say. So all we need to find.
Well, that's really nice. That's St Giles Church with a generous helping of marmalade, Lego fairground models, and the sun's shining through both a stained glass window and a Ferris wheel. Where else are you going to see that? And if you're not all that near Oxford, then it's worth checking for other fairs or places near fairs that might be hosting the same models, because I assume they move around more or less with the fairs. I wouldn't be surprised if they have an exhibition in Whitney, for example. And I realised yesterday, when I previewed the fair during the setting up, I was perhaps a little bit, well, almost rude about some of the fairground rides, implying that my main concern was safety. And it occurred to me that other things like, say, beer and food, I treat quite differently as serious sources of enjoyment, which are to be broken down into their component flavours and analysed for those, so that you can get the best combination of tastes from whatever you have available to eat or drink. And maybe I should do the same with fairground rides. I don't know the criteria for enjoyment, though. When you go to a ride, do you just want it to fling you as high as possible, or do you want it to make rather more subtle sensations? But that collection of models in the church showed me that there are other things you can think about, and one of them is the decoration, the art of fairground rides, including backdrops for things like haunted houses. And one of the main things in life is, or should be, art, so that's important. Okay, so that is the Model Festival in St Giles Church Monday, and I'll be doing another fair visit shortly. See you then.